afternoon po.
Good afternoon po.
So, ano yung last, okay, good afternoon. Anong last topic natin? Compression? Okay, sige. Are we done with torsion? Not yet. Okay, so let us have now yung bending. Okay, so you get your manuals and design tables. Okay, and then let us discuss now machine members under pure bending. Manual already? Hello? Hello, naririnig po?
Hello po. Yes po.
Okay. So let us have machine members under pure bending. Okay. That is on page 16 on your manual. Okay, so you have your machine members under pure bending. Okay, so on our last topic, which is machine member under pure compression, okay, we come up with a slenderness ratio L over K greater than 120. And when we say it's greater than 120, okay, it is the same as that of a long column. Okay, and this long column experience pure bending. Okay, so you will be deciding that based on this principle, okay, on that machine member under pure bending. So pure bending, this is commonly seen on beams, okay? So we define beams as a long straight numbers, which carry loads perpendicular to their axis, okay? So we define beams as a long straight numbers which carry loads perpendicular to their axis, okay? So here is an illustration of your beam, okay? So this long straight number, this is your beam, okay? On both ends, you would see here a hinge, and then this one is a roller, okay? So these are the supports of your beam, okay? And then here is the load applied to the beam, okay? So sabi nga natin, what we consider under load are the loads that are acting perpendicular to the axis, okay? So if this is your beam, so this is its axis, so this is its load, okay? Papaganyan po yung force ng load na yun, okay? So that is acting perpendicular to this axis, okay? And if that acts perpendicular to the axis, then that would cause a bending, okay? So ito pong part na to, okay? You see this part po, this is your final position of the beam. After the load is being applied, it would have its corresponding deformation at ito po ngayon yung final form ng beam kung saan nagkaroon na siya ng bending. Okay? So, you look at this part ngayon, okay? So, atin po siyang pinalaki, okay? So, you enlarge po yung kanyang cross-section, okay? To take a bigger view of the cross-section po nito nung na-bend na po siya. And ano pong sabi natin? This part po, yung medyo taas, okay, nung nag-bend po siya na gano'n, yung taas, it's under compression. Okay, whereas yung fiber naman po dito sa baba, they are in tension. Okay, kumaga nag-elongate po yung nasa baba, whereas na-compress naman po yung nasa itaas. Okay, so that part ng atin na beam, yung cross-section niya na yun, ganyan po yung nangyari. Kaya sinasabi po natin, if it is bending, okay, that is compression on one side and tension on the other side. So, case po, okay? So, that would be compression doon sa taas, tapos sa baba is tension. Kung siya naman po ay yung sad face, it is concave downward, okay? So, ang itaas po niya, siya po yung tension at yung baba po would be in compression. Okay? So, baliktad po dito. Okay? Now, so, with that po, okay, we call the corresponding induced stress as deflectional stress. Okay? So, for deflectional stress, we use symbol sigma and then subscript F. Okay? So, notice that we use here sigma then. Okay? Just like that of tension and compression. Okay? So, tension, compression, sigma din yung ginagamit natin. Okay? Para maiba lang po siya, we use subscript F. Okay? To mean a flexural stress. Okay? And the flexural stress is simply equal to MC divided by I. Okay? So, this would be our expression. Okay? Ano po yung M? M pertains to your maximum moment. Okay? Yung C po is a perpendicular siya. Okay? So, these are the components of your flexural stress. So, later po, I will be discussing or reviewing each one of this, okay, which has been tackled in your deformable or statics of rigid bodies. Okay? So, iyan po. So, babalikan lang po natin sa itong mga component po na ito. Okay? Now, sabi nga po sa design, okay, we will be equating, okay, your design stress to the induced stress of the material. So, this flexural stress, this is your induced stress. So, ano naman po yung design stress natin? Okay, so the design stress will make use of form sigma. Okay, so symbol po niya is sigma and D. Okay, so sigma D is your design stress. So we use here sigma. Bakit po sigma? It is because your induced stress is in a form of sigma. Okay, so kung ano po yung atin na induced stress, yung pong design stress, ganun din po dapat na form. Okay, dapat po parehas po sila. Okay, and this is when you say the design stress, then that would be that can be sigma y over factor of safety or sigma u over the factor of safety, dependent upon the basis of design. So if problem calls for designing based on the ultimate strength, then that would be sigma u over fs. Okay? Otherwise, kung sinabi naman po niya na it would be based on the yield strength, then you use this one, sigma y over fs. Okay? Now, if not specified whether to use the yield or the ultimate strength of the material, ano po ang gagawin natin? Ano po ang gagamitin natin? Okay? So, ang gagamitin natin would be, the basis would be on the type of material. Okay? So, kung ano pong klase ng material, okay, malalaman po natin kung ano yung magiging basis ng design natin. Okay? Sabi nga po natin, for ductile material, you use the yield strength. Okay? And for brittle material, okay, you use the ultimate strength. Okay? So, and considering that now, your design stress, sigma D, to be equated to your flexural stress. So, induced and design stress, i-equate po natin. Okay? So, sigma D is equal to sigma F. Okay? And sigma F is equal to your MC over I. Whereas your sigma D, it can be sigma Y over factor of safety or sigma U over factor of safety, dependent upon the basis of design. Okay? So, ganyan lang po natin i-design ang members under pure bending. Okay? So, let us have po yung kada component. Okay? Katulad po ng sinabi ko kanina, we'll take a brief review of yung M, C, and I for your flexural stress. Okay? I'll stop this presentation. Wait lang, I'll have po yung ating Jamboard. Okay. So, kanina po, okay, we discussed the flexural stress, okay? So, when we say flexural stress is equal to sigma sub F equal to MC divided by I, okay? Again, you have their M, C, and I, okay? And what we do in design, we simply equate this to our design stress, okay? But then, mahihirapan tayo mag-equate sa design stress kung ito mismong flexural, hindi po natin alam, okay? So we start first with your M, okay? So M pertains to the maximum moment, okay? And where will you obtain the maximum moment? Yung value po ng maximum moment, we will be considering here your beam loading, okay? So from the beam loading, you create what we call shear and moment diagram, okay? So when we say po beam loading, this is the beam, the type of the beam, and then the corresponding loads applied to it or corresponding forces that you apply to the beam, okay? And then, knowing the beam loading, you will create a shear and moment diagram, okay? So this is simply a representation on the distribution of the shear and the distribution of moment, okay? So this can be done using the analytical method, and then the other one is semi-graphical method. Okay? So kahit po alin sa dalawang method ang ating gamitin, dapat po yung makuha po nating sagot ay parehas lamang. Okay? Tatandaan po natin. Kahit po alin sa dalawang method, dapat ang sagot natin ay parehas lang. Alin ba yung inaasahan nating sagot dyan? We have to yield there the maximum moment. Okay? So from this diagram po, okay, makukuha po natin dyan is the maximum moment. Okay? So sabi ko nga po, kahit alin po sa dalawang method na ito, pwede po natin gamitin at dapat parehas lang yung maging sagot. To differentiate the two po, when we say analytical method, okay, so this will, you have to look first for equations of shear and equation of moment. Okay? So maghahanap muna po tayo ng equation ng shear at equation ng moment dito. Once you have the equation, okay, you substitute limits to arrive at numerical values. Okay, so yung equation po natin na nakuha, ilalagyan po natin ng limit. Okay, or isa-substitute po yung natin yung mga limits. Okay, and then you can find the numerical value of both the shear at saka po ng moment. V will pertain to the shear po and M will represent the moment. Okay? And then we have the semi-graphical method. Okay? So pag sinabi naman po natin na semi-graphical, this one is a shortcut method. Okay? So shortcut po yan ng analytical. Okay? Ano po ba yung nagpahaba dun sa analytical method? That is finding the equations for shear and moment. Okay? Dito po sa semi-graphical, yun po yung inalis natin. Okay? Inalis na po natin yung equations ng shear and ng moment. Okay? So, we will be solving it graphically, okay? Or simply continued sum lang po. Okay? So, yun po yung pinagkaiba ng dalawa. Okay? Again, this one is a shortcut method nung analytical. Okay? Now, so, using this po, okay, using the diagram, okay, you can obtain your maximum moment. Okay? So, yun po yung kukunin natin doon sa M na yun. Okay? And then, what about po yung C and I? So, for C and I, okay, this is taken from the beam cross-section. Okay? So, ari po ay doon natin makukuha from the beam cross-section. Okay? O, halimbawa po, yung beam natin, yung cross-section niya is rectangular, triangular, circular. Yan. So, yung beam cross-section po na yan, okay, there are of two types. One is a regular cross-section, and then the other one is an economic section. Okay? So, regular cross-section or economic section. Okay? So, ano po yung pinagkaiba ng dalawa? Pag sinabi po natin regular cross-section, so yan po yung halimbawa ay rectangular. Okay? So, yan po yung regular natin na cross-section. Okay? Pag sinabi naman po na economic section, okay? So, para pong, halimbawa po ito, yung pa din natin na rectangular, but then, anong ginawa natin? Say, may kinat po tayo na portion. Inalis po natin aring portion na yan. Okay? So, yung shaded region, yan po yung inalis natin. Okay? So, ano po ang natira? It is simply a letter I. Okay? So, this letter I, this is called your ID. Okay? But then it originally, okay, yung analysis niya nanggaling dito sa rectangular. Okay? So, bakit po ba may economic section tayong tinatawag? Economic section siya dahil natitipid niya yung material. The use of the material. Okay, katulad po nito. Ito po yung entire face ng atin na specimen. Alin po ba yung natipid dyan? Okay, alin ang natipid? This part na may shaded. Okay? So, yung part na yun na shaded, yun po yung natipid natin. O, halimbawa po, this is made up of concrete. Okay? So, concrete po yan. So, yung part po na ilalagay natin dapat dito na concrete ay ano po ang nangyari? Napakinabangan. Okay? Or natipid po natin. Okay? So, iaalis po iyon, maaalis. Okay? So, yung cost na gagastusin mo para sa area na yun, mawawala na po. Okay? Matitipid natin. And at the same time, sa face pa lang po yung nakikita natin. Okay? We all know. Okay? Yung atin po na is yan. Okay? So, ibig sabihin po, meron po siyang three-dimensional po yon. Okay? So, length times width times height. For the cross-section, you have their letter I. Okay? Tapos, ito po yung entire length ng atin na structure. Okay? So, alin po talaga yung natipid? Okay? So, kukunin mo up to the last part. Okay? So, yan po yung natipid natin na material. So, ito, you imagine this, parang isang rectangular, okay, na solid, okay, tapos hanggang dulo, kung gaano man kahaba po yung atin na structure. Okay, so ilan po yan? Dalawa po. So kung ano po yung nakita natin dito na the deformation, the same lang po dito sa kabila. Okay, question? Hello? Nasusundan pa? Okay? So kung hindi makapagsalita, just react na lang ha pag nagtatanong po ako. Okay? Thank you, Ms. Nina. Okay? So, this is what we call the economic section. Ito po yun. Yung letter I dito in this case. Okay? Now. Okay, so how do we find values of C and I? Okay? So, unahin natin regular cross-sections. Okay, regular cross-section. So, you have their rectangular. Okay, you have their circular. Pakigandahan na lang ng drawing nyo dyan sa lecture nyo. We have their tubular. Okay, or yun po yung hollow. Okay, and then we can also have their triangular. Okay, yan. So, you look at table 81, okay, of your design table. Okay, again, table 81, pakihanap mo po. Okay, so for this table 81, makikita po ninyo dyan yung iba-ibang cross-section ng beam. Okay, so ito lang po ay ilan sa mga yon. Okay, so halimbawa po, they have their rectangular having dimension B and H. From your table 81, what is I po? Okay, so you look for formula for I doon po sa table 81. So if it is rectangular, ano po yung value ng I? Hello? Yes, John?
Ma'am, BH squared po ba yun? Over 12?
BH cube. That's
Cube.
BH cube over 12. Okay, thank you, John Deddy. Okay, so BH cube over 12. Okay, the other one po naman, if you have their circular, okay, what is the value? If it's circular, what is the value? Yes, Mark.
5D to the 4 po over 64.
Okay, correct. That's pi d to the fourth over 64. If you have their tubular, yan po yung hollow. Okay? So yung hollow po natin, the outside diameter would have big letter D. Okay? At yung inside diameter natin would be small d. Okay? So kapag hollow po, what would be the value of I? Okay? What is then the value of I? This is the moment of inertia. Yes, Mark Andrew?
Pi over 64 times the quantity of outside diameter raised to 4 minus inside diameter raised to 4 po.
Okay, correct. So that would be pi d to the fourth minus d to the fourth divided by 64. Okay? And if you have their triangular, okay, say this is B, and yung height ng triangle is H, I value would be BH cubed divided by 36. Okay? So, ito po yung mga values ng I taken from your table 81. Okay? These are for regular cross-sections. So, when you say regular cross-sections, these are cross-sections which are considered to be regular polygons. Okay? Yung rectangular, triangular, circular, yan. Okay? So, those are the values. So, we simply have to get those equations from your table 81 to obtain the value of I. Okay? Yan po ay kapag regular cross-section. Okay? Ang kasunod naman po is to find the value of C. Okay? Di ba ba? Ang sabi natin kanina, flexural stress is MC over I. So, iyon po yung I. Okay? Hanapin naman po natin yung value ng C. So, when we say value of C, this is the perpendicular distance. Okay? This is the perpendicular distance from your neutral axis to outermost fiber. Okay? So, from neutral axis to the outermost fiber. Okay? So, yun po yung hahanapin ulit natin dito sa mga cross-section na ito. Okay? So, let us find value of C kapag po siya ay rectangular. Okay? So, in order to obtain the value of C, necessary first that you know the value of the neutral, the location of the neutral axis. Okay? So, hanapin muna po natin yung neutral axis. Okay? So, alin po ba yung neutral axis? So, this neutral axis po. Okay? So, ito po yung atin na cross-section. Okay? So, it would be a line that would divide, okay, yun pong ating cross-section into two in such a way na it will pass through the centroid ng atin na cross-section, and at the same time, yung weight nung nasa itaas would be the same po doon sa nasa ibaba po. Okay? So, yun po yung atin na neutral axis. So, if it is po So if it is po katulad nito na symmetrical, okay, the neutral axis po is usually nandoon sa gitna. Okay? So kung symmetrical po yan, okay, kalimitan po, okay, or lagi po na ang neutral axis natin ay nandoon sa gitna. Okay? Now, so pag nakita nyo na po yung neutral axis, ang sunod po natin gagawin is to determine ano ba yung distance, okay? Ano ba yung distance ng neutral axis doon sa itaas at ano yung distance niya mula sa ibaba. Okay? So you find these two distances. Okay? Mula sa neutral axis sa pinakamalayo sa itaas at neutral axis sa pinakamalayo sa baba. Okay? So in this case, this is h over 2, this is h over 2. Okay? So, you compare now the two distances, okay? Whichever is higher po, that will be marked as the value of C. Okay? So, in this case po, parehas po yung value niya. Okay? So, that would also be your value of C, H over 2. Okay? Dito naman po, okay, again, this is symmetrical. So, nasan po yung neutral axis niya? Nasa gitna po. Again, okay? What Hello? Ano po yung distance na to? Pamula po neutral axis hanggang sa itaas. Ano po yung distance na yon?
Radius po.
Hello? Okay, that would be the radius. Okay? So that is the radius. And when we say the radius, that would be the diameter divided by 2. Okay? So that's diameter over 2. Again, you compare the two distances. Whichever is higher, then that would be marked as the value of C. Okay? So C here would be D over 2. Okay, parehas po yun kasi nga po siya ay symmetrical. So same thing with this one. Okay, this is still symmetrical. Although this is hollow, symmetrical pa rin po yan. Okay, so pinakamataas sa taas, pinakamataas sa ibaba. Okay, from the neutral axis. So this would be equal to what? Yung pinakamataas po would be the outer radius. So if it's the outer radius, big letter D over 2. Same thing with this one. Okay? So your C here would be D over 2. Again, big letter D pertains to the outside diameter and small letter D is the inside diameter. Okay? So D over 2. And then last one, we have here the triangular. Okay? Yung triangular cross section. Nasan po yung kanyang neutral axis. Unlike the first three po, okay, yung pong tatlo kasi kanina, they are all symmetrical, okay? Kapag po triangular, hindi naman po yung symmetrical with respect to x, okay? So, nasan po yung kanyang centroid? Na dito sa parte na to, okay? So, the line that passes through the centroid would be your neutral axis. And in this particular position, yung pong weight ng sa taas would be equal dun sa weight sa baba. So, you compute po for the distances, okay? So, yung centroid po na yun, that is from the bottom, that's h over 3 distance. Whereas this one po would be 2/3 of h, okay? So, 1/3 h and 2/3 h equals the total height, okay? So, in this case now, ano po yung value ng C? Hindi po katulad ito yung tatlong nauna na parehas yung value. Ito po ngayon magkaiba na. Ang isa ay 2/3 h, yung isa ay 1/3 h. So, here, ano po ang pipiliin natin? Yung mas malaking value between the two. And that would be marked as your value of C. So, in this case, C would be equal to 2/3 h. Nakuha po ba? Kindly react naman po para maintindihan. Okay? Yan. Thank you. So, yun po yung gagawin natin. Kapag regular cross-sections, it is easily to identify, okay, the value of C and the value of I. Okay? So, yung C at saka po yung I. Tapos yung table 81 po, that could aid you para sa mga equations po na yan. Okay? Yan. So, let us have two now. Okay? Kapag po yung tinatawag naman natin na economic sector, Okay? Okay. Okay, we have po an economic section. So, sample po natin, say, an inverted T cross-section. Yan. Okay, so inverted T cross-section. Lagyan po natin ng dimension. Okay, so this is 10 mm. 10 mm. So this is mm po ha. Okay, 10 mm. Okay, so meaning the base total would be 30 mm. Whereas this one, okay, this is 10 mm. And then this one is 30. Okay, so yan po yung distances, okay, or dimensions ng ating economic section. So the economic section is in the form inverted T, okay? So let us find here again value of C and I total. Just like po yung ginawa natin, okay, dito sa regular cross section, okay? In-identify po natin yung C at saka po yung I, okay? So ganun din po yung gagawin natin, okay? So kapag po siya economic section, wala po talaga tayo na derive equation na. Okay? You have to learn to derive ano yung magiging value ng kanyang I total, okay, at saka yung value ng C. Okay? So you must follow po this procedure, okay, to obtain C and I total for economic section. First is for you to locate the neutral axis. Okay, so you locate the neutral axis. So we label it simply as NA. Okay, so how do you locate the neutral axis? We use the equation A total Y bar is equal to summation of AY. Okay, so paano po natin yung gagawin? Una, you have to divide your economic section into several, okay, regular cross sections. Okay, so katulad po nito, this is inverted T. This can be divided as to two, okay, regular cross sections. Okay, so one po yung vertical and then the other one would be the horizontal. So i-divide po natin. Okay, so we mark this as your part 1 and then this one would be your part 2. Okay, so we have divided the economic section into two parts, okay? Two regular parts, okay? And then, so, ilalagay po natin ngayon, okay, yung po ating, neutral axis, okay? So, nasan po ba yung kanyang neutral axis? Okay, so ilalagay po natin dito sa drawing. I-represent po ng line, okay? So, when you say neutral axis nga po, i-divide na po itong cross-section in such a way, okay, in such a way po na magiging parehas yung weight kung nasa taas at nasa baba. Okay? Ano pong nakita natin kanina doon sa regular cross-sections? Pag regular cross-sections po, alam mo kaagad kung saan ilalagay yung neutral axis kasi it passes through the centroid. Okay? And then common po, kapag po siya ay symmetrical, so nasa gitna lang po yan. Okay? Now, look at our sample here, an inverted T cross-section. Okay? So, if you have here an inverted T cross-section, okay, nasa gitna po ba yung kanyang neutral axis? Yes or no? Hello? Yes or no po? Right, kumaga, this is a height of total 40 mm. Okay, so height is 40 mm. So, ibig sabihin, nandun po ba siya eksakto doon sa kalahati? Hello?
Wala po, ma'am.
Wala. Okay, so nasaan kayang banda na dito yung neutral axis natin? Mababa sa kalahati o mataas sa kalahati?
Mababa po.
Mababa. Okay, so tama po si Mark. Okay, mas mababa. Kasi kitang-kita niya naman po dito na may area dito. So, ibig sabihin, mas matimbang sa parteng ito, sa mas mababa. Okay, kaya yung ating neutral axis dapat mas mababa din. Okay, so it gears toward doon sa mas bigat na parte. Okay? So, say for example, ilagay po natin dito yung kanyang yung neutral axis. Okay? So, ang ano po natin nasa mas mababa. So, ilagay po natin siya dito. Mas mababa sa kalahati. Okay? So, we label it simply as NA. Okay? So, yung NA po na yon, yung linya po na yon, that represents the neutral axis nung kabuuan. Okay? Nung buong economic section. Okay? So, yan po. Now, para po malaman natin kung saan nandoon yung neutral axis, okay, we must set po a datum line or a reference line. So, yung pong pinakailalim, okay, we will be setting that as our reference line or your datum line. Okay? So, when we say the neutral axis, it would be at a distance y bar from your datum line. So, pag tinanong sa atin, nasan po ba yung neutral axis? Okay? It is at a distance y bar mula sa ilalim, which is set as our reference or datum line. Okay? So, ito po yung hahanapin natin dun sa 1 when you locate the neutral axis. So, what is the value of your y bar? Again, y bar would be the distance of your neutral axis, okay, to the datum line or from the bottom. Okay? So, we find value here of y bar. Okay? Ano po yung y bar? Summation of AY. Okay? So, kung ilang parte po natin hinati, ganun po kadami. Okay? Ilan katulad po nito? Dalawa pong hati yan. Okay? Dalawang cross-section po yan. Okay? So, ibig sabihin po, this would be area 1, y1 plus area 2, y2. Okay? So, dalawa lang po yan kasi dalawang part lang po yan. Kung nahati mo po siya ng 3 o 4, so meron po ditong area 3, y3 plus area 4, y4. Okay? So, kung gaano po kadami ang part na meron, okay, ganun din po kadami yung AY. Okay? And then divide this by area total. And when you say area total, that would simply be area 1 plus area 2. Ay, nawala. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Okay pa? Ay, wait. Nawala. Yan yung okay, so let me continue. For your y bar. Again, your distance y bar is the distance of your neutral axis from the datum line. Okay, so to determine that, we use the equation A total y bar is equal to summation of AY. Okay, so yung summation of AY po, kung gaano po kadami yung part na dito na ginamit natin, ganun po kadami yung AY. Okay, katulad po nito, dalawa pong parts yan, so dalawang AY po yan. Area 1, Y1 plus area 2, Y2. Kung hinati mo po siya, halimbawa, 4 yan, so dapat up to A4. Okay? Plus area 3, Y3 plus area 4, Y4. Okay? Again, kung ilan po kadaming part, ganun dapat po dami nung AY. Okay? And then divide this by area total. So, to get the total area, that is simply area 1 plus area 2. Okay? For the areas, wala naman po tayong magiging problema. Halimbawa po, area 1, nakita po natin, this is a rectangle. Okay? So, that's simply base times the height or length times the width. Okay? So, yun lang po yung ating equation na gagamitin. Okay? What about po naman yung y1? Okay? So, meron po tayong tinatawag dito na y1 at meron din po na y2. Okay? So, alin po yung y1 at alin po yung y2? So, considering po, yun pong atin na part 1 only. Okay? Kung ito po yung part 1 natin, ito po yung vertical na rectangular cross-section. Okay? So, meron po siyang kanya na neutral axis. Okay? So, alam po natin pag rectangle yan, nasa gitna lang niya. Okay? Yung kanyang neutral axis. So, yun po ang ilalagay natin. Okay? So, alam po, this is 30. So, sa 15 po natin ilalagay. Okay? So, we label this po as your NA1. Okay? So, this is called your neutral axis 1. Okay? And yung distance po, yung neutral axis 1 na yun, from the same datum line, yan po yung y1. Okay? So, sana po nakuha. Yung distance po ng neutral axis 1, doon po sa datum line, that would be your y1. Okay? Dito naman po sa part 2, okay? This is our part 2. Okay? So, 30 mm by 10 mm. Okay? So, nasan po yung kanya neutral axis? Nasa gitna po niya ulit. Okay? And then, we label that po as NA2. Okay? Neutral axis 2. Okay? And with this neutral axis 2 po, okay, its distance from the datum line would be your y2. Okay? That would be your y2. Nakuha po? Nasundan po ba? Hello? Okay. Now, question po ngayon, what is the value of y1? Everybody, okay? Ano kaya yung value ng y1? Okay? So, distance to neutral axis 1 to datum line. Okay? So, ano po yung value niya? Tingnan po natin. So, yung NA1 po, nasa gitna po nung part 1. So, yung part 1 po is 30 millimeter in height. So, half po nun would be 15. Okay? So, 15 po yun. Tapos, i-add lang po natin ito to obtain y1. So, 15 po yung kalahati plus 10 mm. y1 therefore would be 25 mm. Okay? What about naman po y2? Ano po kaya ang value ng ating y2? Hello? Ano po kaya yung value ng y2? Correct. Okay, so tama. Si Christine at saka si Claudine. Okay, so the value of y2 could be equal to 5. So that's the distance of your NA2 to the same datum line. Okay, so with that values po, yan po ngayon yung isa-substitute natin to the equation. Okay, to locate our neutral axis. Okay, so let us have first area 1. Let us have first area 1. Okay? So for area 1, you look at this one. Okay? So this is yung atin po na part 1. Okay? So rectangular po, base times height. So ano po yung value ng base? 10 mm at yung height niya is 30 mm. So this is 10 mm times 30 mm. And then, ano po yung y1? As kanina po nakita natin, ano ba yung y1? That's 25 mm. Plus, your area 2. Okay, ito naman po yung area 2 natin. So, rectangular po ulit, base times height. So, base is 30 mm. Height is 10 mm. And yung y2 is equal to 5 mm. Divided by the total area. Area 1 plus area 2. So 10 mm by 30 mm plus 30 mm by 10 mm. Okay? Yan. So, kindly compute po for the value. Okay? So, what would be the value of your y bar? Okay? So, here, sa taas po, ano po yung unit natin? We have mm. So, mm raised to the third. Okay? Sa baba po is mm squared. Okay? So, you cancel out mm squared. you live there, y bar is in mm. Okay? So, kindly compute po. Have your calculators with you and kindly compute for the value of y bar. Okay? So, ano pong sabi natin kanina? Yung NA po natin, mas mababa sa kalahati. Okay? So, let us see po if mas mababa nga ba siya sa kalahati.
15 po, ma'am.
15 po.
Okay, so y bar is 15 mm. Okay? So ano ba yung kanyang gitna? It would be 20. Okay? So kita po natin, mas mababa nga siya doon sa kalahati. So that's the location of your neutral axis. Okay? Nakuha po ba? Naintindihan po?
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay, the others? Okay, thank you. Now, let us have the second part. Okay, so second po, after you locate the neutral axis, you need to determine value of C. May question? May nag-raise ba ng hand? Hello? Okay. So, you determine. So, i-rewrite lang po natin ha. Okay, so we have here, okay, ilagay po natin. This is 1. This is 2. Okay, part 1, part 2. And then, ilagay po ulit natin yung neutral axis. So, this NA is the neutral axis of the whole economic section. Okay? So, ano po, titingnan po natin would be its distance sa ibaba at saka po dun sa itaas. Okay? So, ito po yung sa taas, tapos ito yung sa baba. Okay? So, yung sa baba po, that is equal to your y bar, which is equal to 15 mm. So, kukulit po din natin yung taas. Okay? So, what would be the value po ng distance na iyon? Okay? So, para po makita natin, ang kukunin po natin would be the total height. Okay? The total height is 40 mm. Tapos, ilas po natin yung y bar. Okay? So, what is then the value? So, that would be 40 minus 15. Then, this is 25 mm. Nakuha po ba? So, with these two distances now, okay, pipiliin lang po natin yung mas malaking value. Okay, kung alin po yung mas malaki sa dalawang distance na yun, then that would be marked as your value of C. Okay, so in this case po, your C is equal to 25 mm. Okay? Nakuha? Naiintindihan? Okay, and then last one po. Okay, and then the last one po is to solve for I total. Okay, so for I total, okay, so ang tawag po natin dyan is I total, okay? Yan po yung I doon sa MC over I, okay? So instead of I, we use I total. So I total po kasi ang ating car section is an economic section, okay? So when you say I total, that is simply equal to your I1 plus I2. Okay? Kasi dalawang part po natin siya hinati. Okay? Where H1, okay, yung I1 at saka I2, okay, is equal to I plus the transfer formula AD squared. Okay? This AD squared is called the transfer formula. Okay? So mamaya, I'll say to you kung bakit po transfer formula ang tawag. Okay, so ibig sabihin, if I have I1, that would be I plus area 1 D1 squared. Okay, kung I2 yan, that would be equal to I plus area 2 D2 squared. Okay, so ganyan po. Kung may I3 pa po, that would be I plus area 3 D3 squared. Okay, so iyan po. Now, for the value, okay, so tingnan po natin. Una muna, let us solve for I1. So you solve for I1. I1 is equal to I plus area 1 B1 squared. Okay? Ano po yung unang I? Yung I na yun, okay, titingnan mo lang po yung part, okay, na ina-analyze natin. So, you look at part 1. So, this is in a form of a rectangle. At kung rectangle po yan, may derived equation po tayo for I values kapag rectangle. That is what? BH cubed over 12. Okay? So, yun po yung ilalagay mo doon sa unang I na yun. Okay? So, this is BH cubed over 12. So, you use B1, H1. Okay? Plus, your area 1 is B1 times H1. And then you have there D1 squared. Okay? So, based on height, na-identify na naman po yan doon sa ating cross-section. Alin lang po yung D1. Okay? So, let us have yung D1. Okay? So, halimbawa po, ito yung atin na, ito yung cross-section natin. Hanapin natin yung D1. Okay? So, kanina po, meron tayong sinabi dito that you have there your neutral axis 1, your neutral axis 2. Okay? So, ilagay po natin dito. Okay? So, let us have neutral axis 1. So, yun po yung neutral axis noong cross-section 1. Okay? Or no, part 1 lang natin. So, nasa gitna po yun ito. Okay? So, ilagay po natin siya as NA1. Okay? Yan. So, yung kung distance, yung neutral axis 1, doon sa neutral axis ng buong cross-section, doon sa NA. Okay? Distance ng NA1 to NA, this will be marked as your D1. Okay? Yan po yung D1. Okay? At halimbawa naman po, ito naman po yung neutral axis 2. Okay, ito po yung neutral axis 2. Yung distance naman po ng neutral axis 2 to the neutral axis ng buo, that will be your D2. Okay? Masundan po? Hello? Ano po yung pinagkaiba ng D1, D2 sa Y1, Y2? Okay? Kapag Y1, Y2 po, distance nung neutral axis nung part doon sa datum line. Okay? Kapag po naman D1, D2, that would be neutral distance nung neutral axis nung part, okay, doon sa neutral axis ng buong economic section. Okay? So, yun po yung difference po ng dalawa. Okay? In this case po, ano po yung value ng ating D1 at saka D2? Okay? So, yung pong D1 natin, so, yung distance po, okay, yeah. Okay, so, for the distance po, D1 and D2, ito po yung tatandaan natin. If yung neutral axis po, okay, if yung neutral axis po, nung part, okay, ay mas mataas sa neutral axis ng buong cross-section, okay, mas mataas yung tayo ng neutral axis ng part doon sa neutral axis ng kabuuan, okay, you use equation po ng y, okay, minus y bar. Okay? So, if this is D1, that would be y1 minus y bar. Okay? Kapag po naman siya ay mas mababa, katulad po ng NA2, okay, mas mababa po siya sa NA. Okay? So, it would be equal naman po sa y bar minus y2. Okay? So, yun po ang tatandaan natin. To obtain the distance, okay, kung mas mataas po siya, okay, so, the value ng y niya divide minus yung y bar. Kung mas mababa naman, it would be y bar minus yung y value niya. Okay? So, here, ano po kaya ang value nito? What is y1 minus y bar? Ano ba yung y1 natin kanina? Okay? Y bar is 15. Y1 is 25. Okay? Y1 is 25 mm. And Y2 is 5 mm. Okay? Y bar is 50. Okay? So, kindly compute for D1 and D2. What is D1?
10 po.
That would be 10 mm. Correct. Okay? So, this is 10 mm. And what is D2? What is D2? That is the same 10 mm. Okay? So, with these values now, you solve for I total. So, let us have first I1. Okay? So, we substitute the value. Okay? determine, okay, or substitute value of B and H. Okay, so for I1, B is 10 mm, okay, and H is 30. Okay, ito po yan. Dito ka balik, okay? So 10 by 30. Base is 10, H is 30. Bawal po magkapalit, okay? Kasi dahil ng equation natin. So, for 2 naman, 30 by 10, okay? Base times height. Okay, so let us substitute now. This is 10 mm. H is 30 mm raised to the third divided by 12 plus, now there 10 mm. H is 30 mm. Ano nga yung D1 natin? 10 mm. Okay? Squared. Okay? 10 mm squared. Okay? Kindly compute nga po ang I1. So for others, pwede nyo rin ilagay po dito sa chat box yung value ng na-compute po ninyo. Okay? So what is the value of I1? For I2, you have the same equation, I plus area 2, B2 squared. Okay? So ang I2 natin, since rectangular din siya, it's BH cubed over 12, use B2 and H2. Plus B2, H2, and then D2 squared. Oh, ano naman po this time yung base? Doon sa part 2. Okay, so base is 30, height is 10. Okay, so this is 30 mm. Now there 10 mm cubed divided by 12 plus 30 mm by 10 mm. And B2 is also 10 mm. Then square. What is then the value? Okay, compute nga po. What is I2? What is I1? Ano po sagot doon sa una? 52,500. Okay, good. So 52,500 mm to the fourth. The other one is I2. So this is I1. Okay, 32,500 mm raised to the fourth. Okay, so you look at yung unit po. Okay, so yung unit po natin is mm to the fourth. Okay, so paki-check nyo po. Dito po sa unang term, mm, tapos mm raised to the third. So that's mm to the fourth. The second term po, isa, dalawa, tapos ito po, dalawa din. So, mm to the fourth. Okay? So, to get the I total, you simply have the sum. Okay? So, take the sum of the two. What is the value? Ano po value? Ano pong value? Okay, correct. Okay, thank you. So, 85,000 mm to the fourth. Okay? Yan. So, ito po yung gagawin nating procedure if you have an economic cross-section. Okay? An economic section. Again, you start first with finding the neutral axis. Okay? And then, you determine value of C. And then, last, you solve for the I total. Okay? So, you try this one muna po before we proceed. Okay, so you try this one muna po. So let us have an E cross-section. Okay, so let us have an E cross-section. All thickness 10 mm. Okay, so ibig sabihin this is 10. This is 10, this is 10. Okay, so tingnan natin, this is 30, this is 20. Okay, all units in mm, ha? So this is 10, 30, 10, 20, 10. And then this one is 10, and then this one is 20. Okay, so find value of C and find value of I total. Nakuha po ba? Naintindihan? Hello? Okay, so kapag po yan ay letter E, you can have it divided several ways. Okay, halimbawa po. Explain ko lang muna po ha. Okay. Okay, yan. So, ang una po, pwede mo po siyang hatiin ng 4. Okay, so 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, pwede din naman po papaganito. Ito ang 1, tapos 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay? So, ito po, 4 mong hinati, ito hati mo sa 5. Kahit po gaano mo alin sa dalawa yung gamitin mo, okay? Dapat po yung makuha nating sagot ng C and I total, dapat po ay parehas lang. Okay? Naintindihan po ba? Kahit po paano mo siya hatiin, dapat parehas yung makuha nating sagot. Okay? Hello? Nasundan ba?
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay, so work on it muna po. Okay, so I'll share to you po this link of this Jamboard para you can paste po your answers. Okay? Kala, lumina na yung connection na. Okay, so you solve it first po sa paper, tapos i-paste na lang po mamaya dito. Okay, copy link. Ayan. So, i-join na lang po dito, pakilagyan na lang din po ng number, ng